person that can kind of vouch for this during this time. Um, I'm gonna read them to you, and you just verify if it's right. So basically, I came across this document that said this is what you had to do in order to be able to vote as a black person. I don't know how true it is. I said I was gonna come to you about it. So it say to register to vote in this state, it's 10 things you must get correctly. All right. It say you must correctly answer the questions in this
We had to
examination.
take a test.
So I want you to listen to it
I
first
had to
before
take
you
a
respond.
test.
Okay. The first question: how many jelly beans are in the jar in front of you? Y'all didn't have a shot. Let me run through it. Number two: how many windows can be counted at the White House in Washington D.C.?
Mr. Fluffy.
Number three: what does a writ of certiorari, writ of error, quorum do beast, and subpoena duce to mean?
Most of us couldn't read and write. How you gonna do that?
Number four: the power of granting patents, that is, of securing to inventors the exclusive right to their discoveries, is given to the Congress for the purpose of what? Number five: draw a figure at the bottom of this sheet that is square in shape, divided in half by drawing a straight line from its northeast corner to its southwest corner, and then divide it once more by drawing a broken line from the middle of its western side to the middle of its eastern side. All right. Number six.
Look, I'm gonna get that so I can take that out and put it,
Number
take it to
six.
church.
Number six. How many seeds are in a watermelon?
Lord, you ain't gonna pass that test.
No.
Hey, ain't nobody gonna pass that test today.
Number seven. Draw 5 circles that have one common interlocking part. Number eight. How may the county seat be changed under the constitution of your state? 2 more questions. Number nine. What are the names of the persons who occupy the following offices in your county? 1, the clerk of the Superior Court. 2, ordinary, and 3, the sheriff. And last question: in what year did Congress gain the right to prohibit the migration of persons to the states? Now, how do you have a shot with that?
Listen, most of us still can't answer.
Yeah.
Because, now listen, at the old Park High School, they taught government. They also taught Alabama government. They took them books out. They don't have them now.
But let's say you were a scholar and you knew everything in that government book.
You still couldn't answer.
You're not gonna know how many seeds in a watermelon.
You don't know how many beans in a jelly jar.
Yeah. So let's say it's 199.
What?
I think they might tell you, hey, you know it's 201.
You got
and make you
analytical
up.
when you say you're gonna draw from this corner over here. If I'm looking at my arm, this would be
the
wait,
north.
Don't say that. This would be the northeast corner here. Northeast.
Okay.
On my left side. Okay. On this side coming down here would be the southwest. You're gonna draw a line from here to here. Wait a minute, hold it.
Yeah,
then you come into the middle line and you're gonna intersect that line and cut it in half. You've cut the whole figure in half.
Okay.
But look at the angles you form. You got to be analytical to answer that question.
But I still think you ain't got a shot, even if you get that right.
And most people.
So that's the uphill battle that we were facing.
We had to take a test.
Yeah, so
and it's not supposed to be that.
It's not supposed to be that. So that's you blatantly distinguish a race over another race. It made it harder, more difficult for them to reach.
And you didn't educate them in the first place.
Yeah. That's another point with reparation. You know, you didn't make it fair. You couldn't even vote. And you made these horrible questions.
Like if you ask a man a question,
that's crazy.
One of my cousins answered a question down about he couldn't. He said, "What you come from?" He said about that way, then I come around another way.
That's the type of direction he was giving.
And he had been in World War II.
Oh yeah, he didn't know.
They used me.
Yeah.
He said, come around another way. Oh,
They just didn't know the language. They weren't literature. They weren't literature. They weren't savvy with the language at the time.
They in the same kind of. I'm gonna show you the school I taught.
Yeah.
But down in Union Spring, Alabama, they still in them same kind of. Barber County too.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, we had 4 high schools for black people in Barber County. They done cut them all down the wall.
Okay.
So them poor folk can't go to school.
Oh man, that's crazy. That is crazy, man. But
man, it's gone now. And listen,
but
what
look
I
at
hate
that.
about the Democrat Party, they making fools out of Negroes.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting Mexicans in all these little towns and trying to fix it where Negroes can't pay the tax to keep the property. They're going to give it to the Mexicans.
That's sad.
Are you listening to me?
Mm-hmm.
They bring them in here to get rid of us.
Mm.
And Biden did it. You just read the president got the power to put a stop to that border because you don't come in here this way. You come through Rikers Island.
Mm. Mm.
Now that's the Constitution. But when it comes to us, when the boats come from Haiti coming in with black folks, Obama, Clinton, all of them, let the Navy go down there and turn them boats over with them folks in it.
Mm.
And then send them back, those who got here, the Haitians, the black folk.
Mm.
Now you know that. If you don't, go back and Google it. They didn't want them here. They didn't want no more black folk here.
Oh, they didn't want y'all voting, it seemed like. They didn't want
They
you
don't
to.
want you to vote.
They did a movie like this, and I think Oprah Winfrey, she was in it, and
I
she
had
was
to
going to
take-
take that test.
I had to take a test too.
Oh, that was bad.
But look,
Mm-hmm.
the white man just let me pass.
Oh, he just let you through.
You know I couldn't answer them questions.
Yeah.
How many jelly beans in a jar?
That's
Oh,
crazy.
boy. Hey, one preacher was up here about 1 hour scratching his head. Look, another man
Mm-hmm.
from Church God in Christ went with me to take that test.
Yeah.
And we was just hoping they was gonna let us pass. That's all.
Okay.
They didn't let you pass if they don't.
What year was this? You remember? If you had to guess.
Way back there.
Hey, turn that down for me.
Hey,
Back
it could
there.
have been the 40s, the late 40s maybe.
Late 40. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I know they were going back there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, turn that down. Whoever that band is bumping like that, turn that down for me. Mm-hmm.
Except a few.
Yeah.
And I tell you something else.
Oh, a few Negroes did vote.
No, they didn't.
Oh, you
It's
said
just
no.
a few.
How was that
If
few
they
voting?
If they caught you in the country trying to vote, you may be dead before you get home.
Mm. So they were securing the positions, all the political positions. You didn't have a shot.
You were marked to be killed.
Oh man, they put that fear in you.
What I'm telling you, what it said, my cousin said, I come around there another again.
That was fun. He used the directions to show him where he came from. You know how to. Didn't know how to explain it. We didn't know.
It was on television,
Yeah.
you know. He went there to vote, and they didn't let him vote. But they sent him overseas.
Mm-hmm. Just a country boy from Alabama. What the guy overseas? You said Eisenhower said, "Boy, I know you didn't finish."
Yeah, well, he was working in the hospital. See, black folk had to take the doo-doo out.
Okay.
And clean them folk up. That was their job.
Oh.
So you looking at me kind of funny.
Yeah.
But that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That was our job.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that. And he said, he thought he was doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Boy, what's your name? I knew him too.
Yeah.
He told him who his name was. He said, and they had drafted him in the army, but they had him in that too. See, they told us a nigger too dumb to drive a truck or tank.
Oh,
We can't
man.
put him there and say, he'd tell him and say, ain't nothing going on an airplane. Let me tell you this. They said, He had a big shovel.
Yeah.
They were good at it too.
Okay.
They could lay on the railroad track. They could do this all day long.
That's a machine. They thought we were just machines, huh?
You had some Negroes with that too, buddy.
We
But
was-
you had to hear this.
okay, I'm listening.
He was in there. He said, "Boy, can you read and write?" I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "You went to school, boy?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "What grade you went for?" I said, "I went to high school." He said, "I don't believe that."
But see, a lot of us was ignorant, and I don't say that word in a disrespectful way, but we was ignorant. We didn't know.
Do you believe he told first that eyes how that?
Yeah. Go to the left side because they testing down that way. Mm.
Lead the door crack 1 inch. 1 inch. Well, listen, I forgot you left the lock off.
Yeah. I left.
You couldn't talk back to white folks.
You couldn't talk back to white folks.
No. You get in trouble back there.
Mm.
You know what they said? The police stopped you.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "You see?" He said, "No, sir." The officer was there. He said, "Nigga, you mean to call me a liar?"
Yeah, I ain't trying to laugh, but that's wrong how they did.
But they did it.
Yeah. God. This is crazy. So look, even if you went to the White House, how you don't know the number of windows in the White House? They
I
made
never saw
questions.
the
They
White
made
House.
impossible
I
questions.
never saw the
Most
White
country
House.
folks ain't seen the White House. So
Well, most
you
of them
made
like me. They hadn't been
They
there.
hadn't been nowhere. Yeah, you're right.
Have you been there?
I've been there, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
back in that day, definitely a lot of black people didn't go
What
up
they
there
left?
to the
Did
White House.
Did you go inside the White House?
I ain't go inside though.
You was out
Yeah.
Well, they got a big fence
Yeah, they got a
around
big
it.
fence. Yeah.
And if you jump that fence, they're going to shoot you out. Amazing.
They didn't shoot them people who raided the when Trump was there. They didn't shoot them.
Yeah, but Trump told them to come in there. Too.
They didn't shoot them. They supposed to
No,
shoot.
but somebody, if I jump it up,
I mean, we dead. Yeah, we ain't got a shot.
that's
Problem.
even today.
Yeah. You better not jump that fence. You'll be target practice. Yeah, I don't think you got
I'm
a shot.
not going up there in the first place.
How many seeds in the watermelon? I think they were trying to be funny when they said
How
that.
you gonna count that? You can't even see inside the watermelon.
You ain't got a shot. It's just like the impossible quiz.
It is.
So we just showing
The
how
same thing.
how
If they
many
ask
times
you how
black
many
people
seeds on a kilo.
have been at a disadvantage in this United States of America.
Hello?
Just sad. So tell us what you think. Was this fair? Was it not fair?
Good morning. I'd like to know why you're calling me. No, you can't ask me a question. I have to ask you a question. I have to ask you a question. What's your mother's name and where does she live? Where does your mother live?
Telemarketers calling.
What street is she standing up on? What corner is your mother on? Oh, she hung up on me.
Yeah, you gonna handle them telemarketers, ain't you?
Said what now?
I said you gonna handle them telemarketers, ain't you?
Yeah, telemarketer.
They keep calling, harassing people,
That's
especially
why
old
they
people.
kind of slowed down
Yeah,
calling.
and they know old people too. They can probably take advantage of certain old people.
They do.
Mhm.
See, what is it? South Central Bell sell your telephone number. AT&T sell it for maybe a nickel a piece,
Mm.
and that's a lot of money.
It add up.
And then they take it and call it and try to make a sucker out you.
Mm.
When I asked her what corner Mama standing on, she hung that phone up.
Mm-hmm. So what?
Now, I didn't say nothing bad, did I?
No, you didn't say nothing bad.
But I let her know she wasn't.
You wasn't trying. Yeah, you weren't trying to hear that.
No.
What? So what year was it when we finally got the right to vote? You remember?
No, I don't.
Oh.
But it's written. It's
Yeah, I
in the
know it's real. Yeah, I
Constitution.
can look it up.
It's in the Constitution. What year was it then?
Let's see.
That's all right. You have to go back. I just
No, I
asked
could
that
just
question.
Google it.
But listen, country, listen, they don't even teach American government. And it's left up to the states anyway. Come on, don't the states
Oh,
set
that's
standards?
that 64 Act.
Huh?
I guess I think it's that. And it's 1965, the Voting Rights
Yeah,
Act.
yeah.
Okay, 1965.
They were taking tests back in the days.
That's a long time, man. I know it was still at a disadvantage, even during that time. I'm sure it wasn't easy to win on seat, you know.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get Dick Arrington, we didn't get the first black mayor of Birmingham until we in the 80s something.
I think so.
Let me see what year did Dick Arrington get in there. Because he was the first, right?
He was the first black mayor of Birmingham.
$1979.
Okay, just said
It's open.
1980. Pull the door up a little. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know if you heard me. I said it was open. How you doing? Good morning.
Well, that's what happened. By the way, he wasn't in the movement.
Okay. Rich Arrington
He
was?
did march.
Okay.
He wasn't in no movement downtown with King.
Mm.
The people that got something out of it, I remember the assistant principal told me, they call them boys advisor when you was in school.
Okay.
He said, the people gonna profit from this thing gonna be the educated people.
Mm-hmm.
The people in the street not gonna get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And everything got elected down there. You can't find a one of them walk with Martin Luther King, but Reuben Davis, a deacon in Reverend Shuttlesworth Church, who was on the street before King got here. He was an auto mechanic teacher at Bessemer. We were in the Navy together. He was a World War II veteran, Vietnam veteran.
Mm-hmm.
And I think got out doing in Korea. No, it's Korean veteran and Vietnam. All of us.
Okay.
All of us. But look, hey, they fired him from teaching in Bessemer because he walked with King. But he went to court. The federal government put him back on his job. And it really should have been, he should have been able to sue them people.
Yeah. He got fired for just
They
marching.
fired him.
Mm. Mm.
If they caught you marching, they fired you.
So I remember you told me that time you and your friend, the women kind of pressured y'all to go down there.
Yeah, I was a country teacher then.
Were you afraid to go because you was gonna get fired?
Yeah,
Okay.
both of us.
But y'all
I said,
got
look,
pressured by the.
Yeah, but
women.
our wives got out there, and we couldn't let them go. Well, nobody gonna beat on them, we weren't gonna get in it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they just shot us though.
Yeah.
So I told them, I said, we ain't got no choice.
Yeah, you had to go.
Because we told them, said, come on, let's go. They ain't no. I said, we may as well get in the group. Gilchrist.
Okay.
Gilchrist.
Oh, that was you and Gilchrist. Okay. Y'all had to go.
Yeah, we didn't have no choice.
Did they beat y'all that day? Or y'all avoided the?
Well,
a
we
beating.
were so far behind the front line, they couldn't. I can't remember everything.
Okay. That was a long time ago. Well, I heard the vice president
listen,
down there Selma.
Montgomery was never as bad as Birmingham.
Okay.
Now, Birmingham, they beat heads, bust heads wide open, and put the dog.
I'm not laughing
Oh,
because
one
that ain't
boy,
funny.
look,
But God,
that dog come down this way, it looked like a razor cut off.
yeah.
Then the police came behind shooting with shotguns.
Mm.
We left in. I run off and left my automobile.
What about Selma? They bust heads in Selma.
Yes, goodness.
You know
They drove them horses in some of them churches too.
the vice president down in Selma just went.
She wasn't no good.
I'm saying Camilla Harris.
She sold the black folk out of California when she was in office.
Oh, okay.
She had evidence. The vice president of the United States under Trump revealed it. A black woman running for president on the Democrat ticket revealed it in
All right,
the
you up?
reveal it in the primary, in the campaign in South Carolina, and she fell out the running when she found out they knew it.
Mm.
She held evidence. Some of them boys went to prison. Some of them boys went to the gas chamber.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need her.
Where's that guy who got his head bust open in Selma?
John Lewis.
John Lewis.
He come from down there, not too far from where this lady from Troy, Alabama, teach math, come in here and run that from the same place.
That's crazy though. To register to vote, you had to answer the questions correct. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well,
Just another example of reparation is needed to be old
I
because
guess a white boy, I don't know
the
why
disadvantage blacks had.
50 years ago, a white boy told me at the end of high school. He thought it was, I wanted to hear something. My daddy told me, my granddad told me when black folk died, they just take them and wrap them up in a broke sack and drop them down in a 6-foot hole and cover them up.
That's what he said about black people?
Now, you know he was a racist.
Yeah.
And the boy that said that, act like I didn't hear.
That's sad.
But he said happened, I believe it. Because
well, they didn't think much of black people, so obviously.
It was another man down in the country. I used to date his daughter. And I think he was the one. The white folk running over him with a car or something. And they went to court. He got somebody in court. And when they asked the white man, what did he do to this boy? You're not a man down there, you're a boy, you know.
Even if you're your age, you still a boy.
Well, the man was older than me.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you 90 and you black, you still was a boy.
Yeah.
Addressed as a boy.
Anyway, he said, Judge, I'm always running over rats, cats, and dogs and snakes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, it's like I said, we didn't know much.
Yeah.
And we were more afraid of him than we were of God.
That's bad.
We didn't know.
Yeah. But they had fear still.
You don't know what else we were told. God was a white man. The white preachers preached it. I heard it. He said, when white folk die, they go to the white heaven. And when black folk die, they go to the black heaven.
Golly. Like some English
Reverend Alvin Holmes.
Oh, man.
See if you can pick him up on that. He was a big politician.
I hope I can't pick him up. What's his name?
Alvin Holmes from Calhoun County. Reverend Alvin Holmes. A boy brought that to me when I was overseas. He said, Reverend Alvin Holmes said, y'all don't want no immigration. Say, y'all want a funeral. You got it?
Is he in Montgomery? From Montgomery? No, that ain't him. Probably.
Reverend Alvin Holmes. He's Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, I can't find him.
Well, he had more notoriety than Bull.
Did he serve? He served in the House?
I don't. Just he might have. He was from up in Calhoun County, Huntsville. Not Huntsville, Anniston, Alabama. That's Calhoun County.
Okay.
Reverend Alvin Holmes.
He died at 81? That sound right?
1981?
No, he died at 81 years old.
Yeah, but that's been a good while ago. How long he been dead?
This might not be him. This guy from he's from Montgomery. And
he's from Anniston, Alabama. Calhoun County, really. Man, the guys that came down here to hang Nat King Cole came from up there Anderson, Alabama.
Yeah, he might be hard to find. You saying he a Ku Klux Klansman?
Yeah.
Cause that don't look like him do it. Can you see that?
I would say yes.
That's him.
I said,
That
wait a
ain't-
minute,
that ain't-
that's a black guy. Let me
yeah,
see
that
that.
ain't him, man.
He's in the legislature here. This is Alvin Holmes.
Yeah, that ain't.
But this is a Reverend Holmes I'm talking about.
You got your thing.
Yeah, I know him.
That ain't him.
No, that ain't him there.
Yeah, that's why I said they might not show this guy you talking about. 'Cause if he was a Ku Klux Klansman,
yeah,
we ain't gonna show him too much.
Wait, hold on. What about Alvin Holmes obituary in Montgomery?
You said obituary.
Mm-hmm. Go back to what
this
you
one?
had.
That's the obituary.
Okay, hold it.
That's him. That ain't. That's
No,
this guy.
that's the same one. He
Yeah, that
dead
ain't
now.
him. You know him too.
Yeah,
Okay.
Holmes. He was a black legislator.
Yeah,
He dead now.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see the Birmingham News that had been around here. What year did he die? Must have been recent.
2020. Look like. Yeah, look
Lord
like.
have mercy. It go to show you, you ain't gonna stay here.
No, you can't stay here now.
Lord help.
You can't stay here. All right, I think I'm gonna end that. I just let people come in, let me know how they feel about this, cause that's a disadvantage. When I saw this over the weekend, I said I gotta come in and talk to you about it and see if it was true though.
That's in
About
the
them,
Alabama Constitution, did it?
about them doing that test, making y'all
that
test.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wasn't
bad.
that in that Alabama Constitution?
Somebody
It was a
shared this
law.
with me. Yeah, that's crazy.
Look, if you were born here, you didn't have to take a test. It shouldn't have been. You're a natural born citizen.
Yeah, but they didn't consider y'all citizens.
No, they
Niggas. Then a half a man. What they want you three? What they say?
No, we
3/4.
one fourth
One fourth of a man. Okay.
1/5 or something.
Yeah. So
they said that. Hey, they said a gorilla was out there.
The gorilla was out there. I know they said some bad things.
Boy, I'm telling you.
I'm glad a lot of them were kind of dead off. I mean, still some obviously, but it's a lot of white people that like black people too, though. You know, but some of them was real bad back in y'all day.
Most of them didn't like it. Though.
Yeah. And if they could have their way again, they probably would take advantage of them too. Still,
I tell you this,
a lot of them.
I don't think it's changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there's a lot of them still hate black people, especially how we doing with us now.
May as well face it.
We looking crazy out here.
I you may as well face it.
Yeah, we doing each other bad, man. They loving how we doing each other.
You know what?
Those type of people.
When Bull Connor was in office, he was one of the biggest.
Bull Connor, yeah, he was hot. Yeah.
He ran Birmingham. And when the Negroes stopped pushing him too hard, he said, "I'm gonna have some."
He said, "You gonna what?"
So I got some medicine. All right. Oh boy. And they had them dogs out there, them German shepherds.
Golly.
Look, some of them dogs were that high. And he when the Negroes started coming, he said, "Sergeant, bring the dogs out." Hey.
Let me see if I can find that footage with Bull Connor. You remember he said something?
Yeah,
you mentioned Bull. Let me bring him up.
They showed him on TV last week. Hey, you know what he said? When he brought them dogs out, them children went to running.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Hey, police, bring them white folk up here so they can see them niggas run." He said, "White folk, look at how fast them niggas can run."
Here it is.
He said nothing. I'm ready for him today.
I know you ready for him today. It sound like you ready for him.
So what now?
Sound like you ready today for him.
Oh boy.
That old Bull Connor was something else, man. That was sad. But we seen some progressions,
You know
right?
what else he said on TV?
Mm-hmm.
When a nigga come to town, get your dog.
Mm.
Bring your ropes with you. Your ropes.
So has it gotten better, or you think it's just changed and it's different? It's still kind of like the same in a lot of ways, or
Well, what
are we
they've
better?
done, they intend to take Birmingham back.
Mm.
They're working on it already.
What about the black
But
race?
they have moved the white people, most of the white wealthy people out of Birmingham.
Okay.
Birmingham is gonna come back if any black folks here, they're gonna be living like the Indians on the reservation.
Okay. What about the black people as a race? Is it better now, or you
Worse.
think it's worse? Oh.
Everything way back. Look, when your grandparents came on, everybody was trying to make it.
Everybody trying to make it.
Everybody, hey, they were teaching that children there's a better way. Educate yourselves and put God first.
But they didn't want us to be educated.
It didn't matter. They still taught us you're somebody.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying,
Hey,
it's crazy.
That's what produced Booker T. Washington.
It did produce some great black people during that time.
W.E.B. Du Bois.
Outstanding black people were produced during that time.
Yeah. Richard Arrington come out the black belt, the Delta.
Yeah, you're right.
Right down on the Mississippi line.
A lot of them was in college at teenage years, like 16-year-olds in college. I think King was like 16, wasn't he?
Morris Mosley finished Alabama State when he was 15 or 16.
What's your wife? She
was of that caliber too.
Yeah, she finished early.
Oh, somebody called me back. Hello?
All right, we're gonna end it right here. So just go ahead and chime in and let me know.
Yeah, you were slow answering me. You called me.
To register to vote in this state, you must correctly answer the questions in this examination. Sad. Is it fair? Is it right?
I want to ask you a question. How did you get my number? Because I have an unlisted number. And who told you I want to talk to you? Well, I didn't give you my number in the first place, dummy. He hung up on me.
When you start talking like that, they hang up now. You having fun.
You've been having me up there laughing about what Dr. Bull Connor said.